everybody. Welcome back. You're watching Audiotree Live. My name is Rita Lukea. Today's date is Friday, March 24th, 2023. We have an amazing show for you today. In the studio, we have Chasms, all the way from Los Angeles, California. You guys, please show them some love. Follow them on their social media if you like what you hear. The session is available right now on your favorite streaming platform through the Audiotree artist profile. So follow us there. And please subscribe to us here on YouTube as well. I don't want you to miss a session. We really want you guys to be able to keep up with all of the new exciting talent we discover just for you. Like this amazing project, Chasms, who's about to bring it down. So without further ado, here's Chasms. Take it away.
Make a show, make a display to make it real. So reliable way to prove that you feel. Make it known, cue the charade. You made a deal. It's the price that you pay for something to feel, but it's not real. I submit to the game. Is this how you want it to play? I submit to the game. Is this how you want it to play? Take your turn, take your place. What's left to reveal? Reap rewards for the way you prove that you feel. Trade your lines of eloquent praise for something real. Till you find a better way. There's nothing to feel. It's finally real. I submit to the game. Is this how you want it to play? I submit to the game. Is this how you want it to play?
Audiotree Live. Audiotree Live, that was Chasms. That song is called Things Have Changed. Jess, your voice is so beautiful. You're an angel.
Thank you.
Can we nerd out about gear for a second?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I saw you guys at Empty Bottle last night, and obviously here in the studio too. You guys have a very minimal setup. And I just want to talk about minimalism. I would love to hear about your setup and the production and kind of the writing process as it comes to Chasms.
Sure, yeah. I think this project kind of has always been about what I've had access to at the time, and it's kind of evolved throughout the years. It started with an old Alesis drum machine and like a shitty Digitech multi-effects guitar processor that actually made the drum sound really cool. Moved to an MPC, and then like an SPD, a Roland SPD, and now finally arriving at the laptop because it actually does everything I need it to do, live at least.
The godforsaken laptop.
Oh yeah, it took me over a decade to embrace it, but but I've always done a lot of production on the computer. So for this record, I built pretty much all the drums in Machine, Native Instruments Machine, and that was again just because I happened to have that. I had a friend who just gifted me an old MK2, and he was like, I don't use this, you can have it. And then I learned Machine, and that's kind of, this record is really a lot of me figuring all of that out, and yeah, and produced it in Logic, again, because that's what I had. Yeah.
We were talking out there, I was like, your voice is so good. Do you have like formal, like operatic training? And you're like, I just kind of figure it out as I go. And it's kind of cool and inspiring, like you talking about what you've had access to and just like working with what you have and like learning along the way. And like we were even talking about drums. You're like, I don't know, I just like go for it. And Cameron was like, yeah, I don't know what even time signature you're in sometimes. I'm just like trying to figure it out. And I'm like...
The numbers are a mess.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't know the numbers. It's just like makes sense in my head, or I'm like, I have an idea, or I hear something I really like, and I'm like, how can I recreate like my version of that? And it's usually kind of a fucked up version of it. And I think that's what comes out, and it's kind of interesting. And I'm like, guess I'll go with that. But yeah, I don't have a ton of formal training. I actually started singing for this project because I didn't want to get a singer, and so I was like, okay, I'll do it, and then
like I'll do it. Fuck it.
yeah, fuck it, I'll do it live. And I I used to like run my vocals through a guitar pedal, and then just like tell the sound guy like just like turn them down, and they would just feedback the whole time. And then just throughout the years, kind of becoming a little more comfortable, and then I did take lessons a while ago, briefly, that with actually an opera singer who really helped me. But after that, it's just kind of like figuring out what my range is, and like I'm still figuring it out. Like everything I do is still learning and changing.
Well, it comes through in the music. Not that like you don't know what you're doing, but the instinct and the immediacy, and just it feels very like natural. And yeah, I love your music. It sounds so good, guys.
Thanks.
And I'm gonna ask you guys to go into your next one whenever you're ready.
Okay.
I hate to be Have you ever dreamed of me like the way I do of you? Do you remember every scene like the way I do of you? Are you troubled by what you've seen? Something familiar in me. Have you ever recreated pain? 'Cause it's familiar. You should know better. I should know Have you ever dreamed of me like the way I do of you?
Audiotree Live, you're listening to Chasms. Okay, so those two tunes were called Ache and Parallel. Not a question, but a comment. That synth lead in Ache goes so hard. That like siren adjacent like sound that's like goes so hard.
Thanks.
Okay, but now we have to go a little bit deep. Okay.
Okay.
We got to talk about the album themes. If that's okay.
Sure.
Because the first record you guys put out is like, it's very sad. Like, I literally like put it on the other day. I was like, it like moved me to tears. It's like, it's very moving. It's beautiful. But this one's a little different. Like, it's a little horny. Like, I kind of like want to put it on when I'm doing the bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, the naughty thing. Am I on par with that?
Big compliment. Sure. I mean, this record was written like, it's definitely a pandemic record. Like, I wrote it all in 2020, and you know, it was a lonely time.
Okay.
A lot of isolation. You know, a lot of confusion. I think a lot of people were grasping at straws to feel less alone, and I I certainly found myself in some unhealthy situations, and
Mm-hmm.
I think this is kind of me trying to figure that out, and also, it's like you said, something different, like practice a little more vulnerability and like reveal a bit more about myself, and just kind of interrogate these feelings I was having, and also when I was making the record with my friend Josh Eustace, who does Telephone Tel Aviv, he really pushed me to like dial back the effects on kind of everything and put my voice really up front. And that was like really hard for me, but the whole idea was to make everything feel a little more intimate, which I'm still kind of like trying to grow into being a little more upfront, and yeah.
Yeah, I think effects you can sometimes like hide behind the
Absolutely.
effects, especially if you're saying something that's like extremely vulnerable. Just like crank the reverb and just like hope no one really understands what you're saying. At the Empty Bottle last night, I heard this one lyric just like really come through like crystal clear, and it like gave me the chills. It was actually in the song you just played, Parallel. The lyric is, "Have you ever recreated pain because it's familiar?" And I was like, yo, like, do you want to talk about it, or like,
Sure.
do you want to talk about that song at all? Like, I don't know. I
Yeah.
just feel like that song really hits for me.
Yeah, I think that song came from actually a friend texted me recently and was like, you know, I think that song is just basically like, do you like me? Asking for a friend. But it's
Do you
just
like me?
kind of about just like kind of chasing somebody, but not like revealing a part of yourself, and like being equally unavailable as the other person, and just kind of going in parallel, like never actually meeting and communicating, or like
It all comes together.
yeah, and like nothing can ever happen, and it just like I kept having dreams about somebody, and I'd wake up and be like, this person like never dreams of me, like I'm sure, and so that's where like that lyric came from, and then just kind of like this person and I felt like we were like just doing the same thing, recreating the same unhealthy patterns we were both used to. So yeah, that's where that came from.
Oh, thank you for sharing. You guys totally rip, by the way. Yeah,
Thank
I love
you.
your music.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, you guys have one more. It's called Aftertaste. Whenever you're ready,
Okay.
go ahead and rip into it.
The aftertaste of
That wraps up our Audiotree Live Session with Chasms. That was awesome, guys. Thank you again for coming in to the studio.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude. I want to give a big thank you to the talented people behind the scenes who make this happen. The sound engineers, the lighting and camera crew. Couldn't do it without you. And to you guys, our viewers, thanks for watching. Consider supporting the band and picking up a copy of Glimpse of Heaven. You could put it on during the bad time, the naughty time. And make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The session you just heard right now is available on Spotify, Apple, Bandcamp, or wherever you stream music right now. So go run, don't walk, run over to the Audiotree artist profile and follow us so that you don't miss a session. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time.
All right, so you guys want to do it for real now?